Hey, what's going on, everybody? We got a market correction happening today. I want to talk to you about that. First of all, I sent out an email this morning to subscribers saying that the put call ratio had gotten kind of low. So there's a lot of bullish sentiment that has built up here in the market averages, and a pullback was, in the cards. There's no doubt about it. But the big thing I want to talk about here today is that inflation report. We got the CPI up 6/10, and I think that was the core. All right, so that they were looking for a hotter number, but that was like really much higher than they thought. Now I want to talk again about inflation. I made a couple of videos on this, and I know a lot of you don't like hearing this, and I'm sorry, but I got to say it again. Inflation is simply a transfer of income from one cohort in the economy to another cohort. In other words, it's a transfer of income from consumers to producers. I've made statements here or comments on prior videos. Ask any farmer what they think about higher, crop prices. Ask energy producers what they think. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, hey, I don't give a shit about that, Mike. I got to pay more for my groceries. I got to pay more for gasoline in my car. I got to pay more for, airline ticket prices. By the way, if you look at that report today from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, a lot of that stuff, it was rising airfare costs. It was rising leisure and entertainment. It was even rising alcohol sales. People are drinking more. I mean, this is classic. This is a bounce back from being under a lockdown, a pandemic for 20 months. People are going back out and having more or less normal lives again, and it's a bounce back. But I know what you're all going to say. You're saying, "Oh, Mike, fuck that. I'm having to pay more. Inflation sucks." Here's the thing, and I just went through it. All inflation is a transfer of income from one cohort in the economy to another. The income is not destroyed. It doesn't fly out into outer space somewhere, okay? Now, it does suck. Don't think that I'm above this. I'm not. It does suck to pay higher prices for groceries and gasoline and airline tickets and stuff like that. But if you're going to be successful as an investor, if you have even the slightest chance that you're going to be successful as an investor, you have to separate your daily living from the understanding of how the economy functions and the long term of what it means for the growth in the economy and the stock market, how the stock market or if you're using that as your wealth generating mechanism, you got to separate out the two things, all right? People who are selling today, the market's going down, and it's going down because, there was too much bullishness, and then, everybody panicked on this number, and everybody went crazy. This is pure emotion. This is a reflection of not understanding what this is, and I just gave the explanation. There is no destruction of income. It is a transfer. Now, when inflation goes down, you like it, right? Consumers like it. We get to buy things cheap. It's great. That elevates our standard of living. But it destroys or it lowers the standard of living of the other cohort. Farmers, for example, energy producers, for example, airline companies, for example. And I know what you're going to say. You don't give a shit about those entities. Well, too bad. I mean, I'm trying to explain something here to you that falls in the context of investing as opposed to you freaking out about paying more for a dozen eggs or a gallon of gasoline. And yeah, it sucks, okay? Again, I'm not above it. But either you're going to have an understanding of this, or you're going to act like everybody else and go freak out and panic and sell and bitch and complain about how fucked up everything is. It's your choice. I mean, you could have knowledge and emotional control, or you could just forsake knowledge and just be a fucking basket case and complain and say, oh, you know, it's because they're spending too much money. Come on, man. I mean, seriously. Now, I like it when stocks go down. I bought a lot of shit today. I mean, look, I got out of my Tesla like a week and a half ago at 11:02, and then I felt like an idiot because it ran up to like 1,200 something. I bought it back today at 1,009. I'm making money on that today. Not a lot right now, and it might dip down below, but if it does, I'm still going to buy it, okay? I'm having a bad day like everybody else in terms of the stock market. But I don't look at one day, or if I do, I look at it with the frame of mind that, hey, things are on sale. Hey, how about this, people? You want stuff to be cheap again, right? You're bitching and complaining about you're paying more for a dozen eggs or a quart of milk or a gallon of gasoline. You got stuff cheap today. You got stuff on sale today. It's called stocks, all right? It's up to you, man. I'm just here trying to help. I'm just here trying to help. And I know people get pissed off. They get pissed off and they get critical and they get nasty. And you know, you're a fucking idiot, Mike. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Look at you, ha ha ha. Yeah, the market's going down. I think long term, all right? I think long term, and I like to buy, look, this may sound crazy to a lot of you, but I like to buy low and sell high. I don't know. I mean, that's a novel concept. What do you think? You got discounts going on today. It may not be at the gasoline pump. It may not be at the grocery store. It may not be at the ticket line at your favorite airline. All right? But it's happening right now, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is a transfer of income. You got an income gain right now in the stock market in terms of a lower cost. And there's an income lost at the grocery store and the gas pump. No net change. The income didn't fly out into outer space, as I said. It just went from one cohort to the next. It's your choice if you want to take advantage of that. And it's also your choice if you want to bitch and moan and complain. Very simple, man. It really is. Life is simple. Life is beautiful. I love everybody. Have a great day. Bye.